Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is December 12th?
Yep.
December 12th, 2022, Monday evening, about what, 4:30?
5:01.
5:01. Brad's going to go start the lights here. And I thought we'd come on and do a little bit of a catch-up. And I hadn't seen you guys in a few days. There was obviously no show and tell for Saturday. First off, we had no show to tell. And we're not going to show and tell right now. We'll show and tell probably after Christmas, because some of the stuff that we would show to tell is stuff that's going to be for people we're giving gifts to that may or may not watch this vlog. So we don't want them to see it before they open it. So yeah, there is no show and tell. And I can show and tell you the ongoing, never-ending great scarf. Well, let's get the yarn that's encasing it. You're going to go, how long is she making it? Really long. Okay? As long as I want to. It's my scarf. So, as you guys see, I'm using all kinds of different odds and ends. See? Here. And that's the fun part of it. Like I said, just one for me. I did get in the, I think I already said this, but I did get in the round hand crank knitting machine. And I like it, except we haven't had time to really look at it yet. And like I said, it's not, and the instructions were in Chinese, but the translation was so bad that I have no idea what they said, because I'm missing something about the first few rows, because I'm not getting uniform stitches. By the time it does become uniform, I've got maybe 10 rows in or so, and then you have to worry about it unraveling, and so, yeah. So, I'll get that figured out. You know, I find as I get older, and Brad and I were talking about this, I get so irritated when I can't figure stuff out right away. It's just irritating. I don't know, I guess you assume that at a certain age, you just are going to be able to pick stuff up. Oh, no. No. We didn't really do too much over the weekend. Brad tried to go get groceries. This was Friday, okay? We said we needed a few things from the store. So, there were a few things we needed specifically from Walmart. So, we put in an order. We were going to go pick it up. Brad gets all the way in. You can pick it up that night. They had hours to let us know if there was a problem with this order. You know where I'm going with this. So, Brad drives all the way in to finally receive an email notification that the order was going to be delayed. What it said was the order is going to be delayed, and we will notify you when it's ready to be picked up. Okay, now, Brad already drove all the way in. So, he's trying to figure out what's going on. I'm looking up stuff to figure out what's going on. Then all of a sudden, we get an email. I think it must have been on the order itself first.
Yeah.
They canceled the entire order. Or it appeared so. No reason why. They just canceled the entire order. This is how we waited for hours. Part of what they're picking up was supposed to be, a Tostino pizza for us to have. So, I mean, we've wasted hours now. Brad couldn't get any answers. Whenever we tried to call the thing, it just rang and rang and rang, and then the voicemail was full, of course. So, Brad ends up coming all the way home, and then he was going to go back out to Food Lion to get a few things, and I said, well, we have enough for tonight. Why don't you just never mind? But we hadn't eaten. See, we hadn't really eaten all day. We had an applesauce pouch earlier in the day. We're talking 8 o'clock at night now. So he went down to Hardee's, got some chicken strips. They have pretty good chicken strips. And they're not too badly priced. So we did that. We were both fuming. I look, and only partial of our money had been refunded. Trying to figure out the rest. Well, while Brad gone, I look, and what happens to be is there were 3 items that could be shipped. So they were going to ship those, right? No. So I put in, yes, please go ahead and ship them. Part of them were the testing strips I can only get from there, from my blood glucose meter. I put in the address. They said they don't ship to this address. I'm like, since when? I know you guys don't deliver, but you guys do ship. So with that, then I waited till Brad was available to have him handle getting our refund. Because, see, they hadn't refunded that amount of money. So Saturday, we put in a small order with Food Lion that Brad went and picked up. And, I just don't want to do any more business with Walmart. The only thing I have to get from there is my test strips, because they make the rely on blood glucose meters, and it's test strip. This exclusively Walmart, so I have to get that there. But it made me so dang mad, didn't it? It made Brad mad too. I mean, but it was like, it was just a mess.
It made me use bad words.
Yeah. Have him drive all the way into town and not let us know. They could have called us. They had both our phone numbers. Call somebody up. They must not need money very badly, because we've had continual problems with Walmart. And it may be just this Walmart, but I've heard other people complain about this. They used to deliver out here, and then they quit over a year ago. And, though sometimes you put in an order to be shipped, part of it all of a sudden is coming from the local store. It'll even say that on it. But yeah, we were livid. I mean, come on. And it's funny because it wasn't until Brad started calling to find out, how long the delay would be and stuff, all of a sudden the order was canceled. He did finally talk to somebody, and she acted like she could really care less. Yep, they do that. Of course, she doesn't know why they do that. And it's like, okay, well, I guess they don't need our money because,
Yeah.
with the price of inflation and everything, every penny counts. So that we had no problem with the Food Lion order at all. So
yeah, we'll spend our money elsewhere.
Yeah. In fact, one of the things I did want to talk to you guys about, and I hope I can remember all of what our good scores was, that maybe once a week we would talk about some phenomenal deals we ran across that was really great. Brad ran across, looking at the Food Lion deal that came out Wednesday, was spiral cut ham. I think it's the Smithfield.
I think so.
$1.19 a pound, people. $1.19 a pound. We still need to cut that up.
Yeah, we need to bag it up.
So, great price. And we use it for lunch meat. We'll use it in dishes. We'll use it on salads. So, that was a great price. They still did have Pepsi products on sale for half off on 12 packs. We only picked up 4. We don't go through that much pop. We limit ourselves to a can each day. So, got that done. And would you construct the lights, honey?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted to see them inflate. Okay.
I can do that.
Trying to think of what else. You guys already knew that we got some really good deals there at Aldi's. But I think it's important for us all to share when we find some really good deals. So that was what we got there. Have not started our Christmas shopping yet. Oh no. We might not have Christmas coming at our house, and that's okay. It'll come sooner or later, but nothing you can do about it. It'll happen when it happens. I mean, just waiting for his disability check to come, but of course his is direct deposited, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, it's not supposed to be in till the 3rd Wednesday of the month.
Right, but usually they do it early. They might not do it till next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Won't do me any good to worry about it. It is what it is. So, Thursday, Brad has an eye doctor appointment. I'll drive him to that because they'll dilate his eyes. And yes, you can drive after dilated, but
it's not a good time.
Yeah, it's nice if somebody else will drive for you. So, I'll take him, and and we'll get all that handled. Like I said, I'm just working on this scarf. I'm hoping to finish it up tonight. I did do some resin pouring today. I needed to add a little bit more to a memory plaque that Brad is doing, and then I would do my first bit of resin pouring. I've done acrylic pouring, but not resin. And of course, you know, I never start out anything easy or small. I said I'm going to pour the formations of what will be a great big bowl in different colors of purple. So I hope it turns out. I get it all poured. I'm working with the colors, you know, and drizzling here and dabbing here and sprinkling here. And then I looked down and I remembered I forgot the mold release spray. Brad even stopped and brought it in the bedroom because I asked him to. Ugh. So hopefully it'll come off the plastic bag. You know.
I've forgotten it several times now too, so.
You know, I even looked at it though. But I was trying to move stuff around. I wanted to get that poured because I have so many ideas on different decorative art pieces and stuff. So, Charlie, what else is going on? Sleep pattern is,
so jacked up.
So jacked. It is beyond jacked up. Like right now, I'd love to go to sleep. But I'm not going to. But I was up till, 9 or 10 this morning.
Something like that.
It's just, my sleep pattern is so messed up. I just can't believe it. Just bad. You know. So, it'll eventually, I hope, come full circle. It's really hard to function at daytime when that's what you want to do is sleep. You know, so I'm not gonna today. I've been letting myself lately. I got to ride the bike today. I got to jump back on and start doing that. The leg is much better. It's almost completely healed, so I got to jump back on that bike and get this body moving again. You know, that's all we can do on that. And, finished watching the limited series thing of Chippendales on Hulu. That was pretty interesting. And now I don't really have anything I'm really watching right now. Because, well, I'm still watching but I'm always watching that. So, that's probably what I'll watch tonight. My headphones that were syncing up just fine with my laptops all of a sudden won't. Cannot figure out why. A bit. Last night, nothing I did would they sync up. They sync up to everything else. I make sure everything else was shut off, like I've been doing, and they would not sync up for anything. I'm like, you dirty buggers. It's not the end of the world. I have some corded ones.
That's exactly what you said too. You dirty buggers. Yeah.
I said, you dirty buggers.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Charlie was a major moaner, groaner. He was so funny this morning. He loves, if he can, to sleep up on our pillows. He loves particularly sleep up on the pillows with his head resting on Brad's shoulders. He looks like almost like he's trying to be a little chihuahua up there. And he laid up this morning and he was groaning and moaning. And I thought Brad was petting him because he's like, no, I haven't touched him. I haven't touched him a bit. Charlie was being a happy moaner groaner, weren't you? Were you? Were you, Charlie? Were you being a happy moaner groaner? All 3 dogs have been particularly very playful. I think they know Santa Claus is going to be coming pretty soon, so they're working it. They're working it hard. Right, guys? Right? No, I have not started on their dog beds yet. Hi, Charlie. Because, okay, let me explain more. I told you guys I did a resin pours. My first resin pours. I'm more of a winger. Brad's more of a concise person. I like to it's just like when I cook, Brad will measure stuff out somewhat. Depends on how much you've worked with it. Like, I don't think you do on dough that much. I'm more like a winger, so I hope it turns out because I just kind of winged it on I eyeballed the amount of the resin and hardener. Hi, Charlie. What? I love you. What? I don't have anything for you, young man. But, so I'm trying to pour it, and I didn't realize, you're drooling on me. It's kind of icky. Stop. You're drooling on me. It's very icky. No more drool for me. I had enough today, but thank you. But anyway, I didn't realize that the desk is not level. I mean, it looks level. They don't show you this when they're showing you the resin pour. They don't say, now make sure your surface is level. Of course, that would be duh. So I don't realize this. I have the lazy Susan out. I think I'm just, doing great. I'm doing a free form pour, which is going to eventually be a bowl, a decorative bowl. It all starts running to one side. Then when I'm watching it and I'm working with it and I'm kind of tilting it, kind of trying to get it to even out, I realized I did not pour or did not spray mold release on. Hoping it comes off. But I said, well, if it doesn't, you learned your lesson and, But I was a nervous wreck by the time I got done. I was a nervous wreck. And I'm like, we need more room. If the resin art starts to really take off, we're going to need maybe to expand part of the operation out into the front room because, resin pouring and that kind of stuff takes a lot of room. And we'd have to get a couple more tables. Maybe we can find a couple marked down ones. Wow, Charlie Ann. Holy, do you hear him? He's being very happy right now. Yeah, he's being very happy. Wow. So, yeah, it was about a nervous wreck. Hopefully it'll turn out. It's different hues of purple. Then with some white and some iridescent glitter in it. And then it's got some mother of pearl iridescent in it also. And it's got some different effects that I've done. Luckily, I've done a lot of acrylic pours. So, I'm used to working with the same type of medium. I used all acrylic paint on that.
Cool.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. What? Do you need a light? Wow! What was that about? Oh.
You know what he wants?
No, what? Why are you so bossy? You're a bad dog. Get over here, Charlie. Wait a minute. We had chili mac for dinner, or for lunch, because Brad made chili last night. Tell you what, ladies. Now, don't listen to this, Brad. Ladies. If you get a really good husband like mine, he'll let you sleep in on Sunday. Because, see, I hadn't been to sleep. It was Saturday morning, 9 or 10? I had not been to sleep yet. Brad was done sleeping. So he's getting up. I'm going back to sleep. By the time he came and woke me up, he had done 4 batches of pretzels. Now, we bought the stick pretzels and then the classic normal one. Well, we wanted to make them flavored, so Brad looked up some recipe. He did some with cinnamon sugar. They're good, but the cinnamon sugar doesn't want to stay on, so they would need to be coated with something. He did a drizzle of the chocolate almond bark. And then, we mixed it so it's real thin. He did the same thing with the white almond bark. And then he did one that is garlic and Parmesan. And he did all those, and, and plus he had chili going. He had done dishes. He had all kinds of stuff going. He had done laundry.
I did like 4 loads of laundry.
I know. I folded them.
I know.
Well, some of them were just blankets, but, it was nice.
That was a busy little beaver.
I know, he was. He was really busy. So, yeah, it was nice. That reminds me of years ago when you used to do that. Because, my sleep pattern with this depression and stuff has gotten even worse than it was. It's hard to believe. It's like, Lord Almighty. But, and it's really hard because it seems like the majority of people expect you to be up in the daytime. Like the rest of the world, basically, right? Unless you're a night worker. So I'm making myself stay up because, like I said, I'd like to go to sleep about now. And that was part of the problem because we started kind of laying down even in the evening, and then that just messes you up. I think that's about all we got really going on. I think either Wednesday or Friday we're probably gonna go to Senior Center. I gotta still look and see on their calendar, see what they got going on. Kind of get registered there, fill the place out, all that good stuff. Like I said, still trying to pull Christmas together. That's kind of a source of stress. Like I said, we haven't gotten anything. We haven't gotten a gift one bought, even for each other or anything. But I'm not worried about myself. I just want to make sure.
I'm not worried about me.
Well, I'm worried about you.
Well, I'm worried about you.
Well, no. So, I mean, not the end of the world. It's not like we got little precious children sitting there, and that would be horribly disappointed. Certainly as adults, we can wait a few extra days. Not the end of the world. Being with your favorite person is what's important.
I remember us pulling together our very first Christmas.
Yeah, we already told him that
I
story.
know, but I just
Yep. Sometimes when you have the leanest of times and the hardest of times is when you make the most precious memories. It really is. I can remember years where we didn't have anything really to spend on Christmas, and of course we would spend what we could, the most we could on the girls. And it might even be, thankfully, when they're small, they're happy with the Dollar Tree Barbie. And they're happy with, like, coloring books and crayons. You could get just a bunch of small stuff and they'd be happy with it. And, we would pull it together.
we always did.
And I've always made homemade gifts and stuff. So, but yeah. Like Brad was talking about our first Christmas, we didn't have any money. And, but we made toy boxes. Wooden toy boxes, and then I painted them. That was really nice. And then just some small stuff, and when we moved out of the house, when we left Wyoming, those toy boxes were still intact and in perfect shape, and the girls have them now. You need to... Charlie, can you threaten to squirt him, please? What is your problem today, Charlie? Are you done now? What? Ouch! Ow! I'm trying to I don't want to pet you right now. I'm trying to do a video. Do you care, Charlie? Okay, I'm petting you right now. Ow, mother!
That tail's deadly.
It is. Well, when he slams his butt into your hand, Charlie, you're not a little dog. He says, yes, I am.
He's a little dog trapped in a big dog body.
So, but yeah, don't stress about it. If you don't have money and stuff, you could make something. You could even write out a nice letter or bake some cookies. Or, do something like that. Take some pictures you have of you guys together and put them in a nice... Honey, can you please put them in a nice album or something like that? That's the stuff that really counts. To know that somebody took the time. Like if somebody gives me something they've made, they took the time to make that.
Yeah.
It really means something extra special to me. So, I think the dogs are campaigning to be fed. I'm not sure.
It's too early.
They don't say it is.
I know, but I bet you he wants out.
If he starts barking, I'm going to do a proctologist exam on you.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to put my hand back there.
No, I don't want to. Last night, that boy was so bad. Let me tell you. I told Brad I'm going to tie his legs together tonight. Yeah. Okay, he tries to go to sleep before me, right? We have it set up. We have our own sides of the bed. I have a little rolling desk and everything. I can totally do whatever I want within reason without disturbing him and vice versa. The boy got his legs way over on my side of the bed. He just about stuck a foot up my rear end. He kept doing that. I finally threatened him. I kept, and he don't remember any of this. I could say all kinds of stuff to him and wouldn't remember it. But anyway, I would grab his leg and I'm like, take your leg back over on your side. And he, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. And then do it again. Finally, I said to him, I said, loving husband of mine. No, I said, young man. I said, Brad, you need to wake up and take some of your pills, the pills that make you so you don't keep kicking me. He's like, well, you think they really work? And I'm like, yes, they usually calm you down. And I said, because you're going to have to sit up here and calm down and see if you can calm down enough that you're not going to keep kicking me, or else you're going to go sleep in the other bed. And he's only half awake, and which is always so funny to hear him anyway, because he's like, he's like, oh, I want to calm down. I want to sit up and calm down. And you got to keep after him at that point in time, because if he goes like more than 30 seconds after he says that, you're going to hear the breathing that you know they're sleeping. And you're like, Brad, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going. And he'll do it again, and I'll say, Brad, and he's like, yeah, I'm going. I'm like, sit up this time. So he sat up. He took some of his pills that make it where his legs will actually stop doing that, because he has many different types of kicks. He has the grand sweep of both legs. He has the mini jogger with the feet. He has the more complex jogger with both legs. He has the just one leg sweep and bent at the knee. That's one that usually feels like it's trying to go up my rear end. And then he has the karate chop straight shooting leg. Choo! No wonder Charlie wants to sleep up on the pillows.
Uh-huh.
They've all learned no dog wants to sleep at our feet, because, you know. So, and he doesn't mean to, and he knows I'm just poking some good-hearted fun at it.
Yeah.
Or else he knew he was going to have to go to the other bed. One time this past week he took himself to that bed. Because he came out here and he couldn't get comfortable in the chair. And then he said, I got this text that says, I've managed to climb in on bed. And I don't remember what else it said, but I laughed because it's like, I managed to climb in on bed. And I'm like, and I'm looking, he's not in bed. And I'm like, oh, because the other bed is up higher. He managed to climb in on that bed and go to sleep. Yes, I know I need to color my hair, but I'm not going to do it right now. But, yeah, it can be quite entertaining with Brad. And then, now you've started this thing, too, where you need to have both your arms out straight over on my side of the bed. And all of a sudden, you have one hand on one cheek of mine. He's being a pervy when he's sleeping. I'm like, but last night he had his hand like this. So this is my rear end, and this is his hand. It's like, I'm like, okay. And I would scoot it away, because he's invading my side of the bed here. Those are rules. I told him tonight, we got two options, or three. I'm going to either I'm going to tie his legs together, or I'm going to get a mermaid tail and put that on him, and we can just watch him flip-flop around the bed that way. That could be entertaining. Ooh, with a disco ball? And the Christmas lights? Hey, now. Or...
Disco's dead.
No, it's not making a comeback. Or I can get a great big board, long board, and put it down the middle of our bed so he can't do none of that to me. Right?
But you know that would disturb you more than it disturb me.
What would?
Having a board down the middle of
I'm
the bed.
not over on your side of the bed.
Usually.
No, when? One time you woke me up and said I was over in the middle of the bed.
Because
Easy what you say here, young man who's going to be way at the other end of the trailer now.
Because I have developed the art of sleeping with only one cheek on the bed and the other cheek hanging off.
That's why your farts are so loud.
Mm-hmm. And then I rest my head up against that nightstand, and that kind of
You don't have a nightstand.
Well,
You have a shelving
the
unit.
shelving unit.
You do not. Oh, please. You want to go back on your own bed? Nobody will encroach you there. You want to go way down there by yourself?
But
Do you want to go way down there by
then you're going to
yourself?
call me every morning at 6 o'clock
No, I'm not. I don't even know who you are.
telling me you can't sleep.
No, I'm not going to.
And you want me to come?
Don't spit your food at me.
You want me to come to the West Wing and put you down?
I'm not going to. Now I don't call you and wake you up because I'm too busy fighting your legs. No, I mean, you can sleep back there if you want to.
No.
You know, we're just teasing each other. I do like having him there, and I think he likes being there. Am I really taking over more than half the bed?
Sometimes.
Really? It makes me feel bad.
Don't.
No, because I always check in at my side, and, you know, I'm always right where I'm supposed to be, in theory. Is it me or the dogs that are helping take over? That makes me feel really bad.
No, don't.
No, it does.
Don't.
Now I'm kind of embarrassed, too.
Because I enjoy when you want to be that close to me.
No, really? Are you serious, though?
I don't mind.
Have I always? Nuh-uh. For
remember-
years I slept against the waterbed railing.
Remember,
Like a monkey clinging to a life raft in the ocean. Is
that's
how
what
I
was gonna
felt.
say. Remember when we had a waterbed? I used to sleep up on the rail.
Nuh-uh. I did. When you go to sleep at night, you're like taking up, that's what it is. You're trying to take up as much room as possible before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's why you're spreading out on all 4 points of the bed. We need a bigger bed is what it is, people. We need to get an Alaskan king bed, which is ginormous.
108 by 108.
So we're going to have to get a bigger house.
Yeah.
Because, you know, well, Brassic wouldn't even be able to fit through our door.
Uh-uh.
So, but this queen size bed, you know, is just, well, you like it and you're just going to embrace it, okay?
I'm not complaining.
And if you just started touching me, I'd move over to my side.
Ooh.
One night you did wake me up and tell me I needed to move over because, you know what the problem is with both of us, though? For most of our marriage, we really have slept apart. And so now we're trying to get used to sleeping together again. And so we're both used to sleeping apart. You know, heck, I was even used to working around the animals. You know, and so now it's trying to retrain to, you know, and we did rely a lot on the waterbed because it had railings. So, you know, it was always a good back brace, or you could cling to it. You know, I could get my legs and stuff far enough away from his sweeping legs. He'd done the sweeping leg thing for almost as long as we've been married. You know, he's had restless leg syndrome and all that. So, and I have my own quirks. I can snore. I can snore. And I talk in my sleep a lot. What he says. Most of it he doesn't understand, thanks the Lord. Because, you know, sometimes my favorite thing to do is wake up, and I swear that he's in this dream, right? So I'm starting to ask him stuff, well, don't you remember, or whatever. He's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, and I'll go on about it. He's like, honey, you must have been dreaming, because that's not happening right now. And I will swear that it's happening. I mean, there's times I've gotten upset because I'm like, yes, this is happening. You know, and then it's like, you know, it takes a while for him to convince me that, no, you dreamt this. You know, so it's funny the things we do. But I'd rather have it this way than have it be where it didn't bother us as bad before, because we, like, had bedrooms, like, in Wyoming and stuff across from each other. And still then, it still does stink. But, you know, and then in Crawfordville, we had both our beds in the same room. But it's nice, if you don't feel too good and stuff, being able to cuddle up to the one you love and stuff. Like last night, we cuddled for quite a while.
Yes, we did.
And, so, yeah, it was nice. So, he knows I'm just teasing him. He does do these things actually, and the leg thing. And I do talk in my sleep.
She does.
I do snore in my sleep. We're both up and down. The good thing our lights are click on, off, on, off, on, off, and then we start talking to each other. you know. So yeah, it's funny, but
It is.
we'll get it sorted out. Normally, it doesn't bother me unless I have to go someplace during the week, because then that means I need to be awake all day. Right?
Damn it all.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, ugh. So, anyway, that's about all we got going on. Nothing super exciting. Am I going to make any Christmas cookies this year? Probably not. If I do, I might make some peanut butter ones. But other than that, I probably won't. It's just something we really don't need to have around.
Well, and I'm gonna make cinnamon rolls for Christmas morning breakfast.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. And then I don't know what we're going to have for dessert for Christmas dinner.
You've got that.
I'd be happy with making a fruit salad. Like a Jello salad with the whipped cream and the fruit and stuff.
Well, we've
Kind
got
of like
that,
what your mom used to make.
We've got that graham cracker crust, and we've got the chocolate pudding, and then we've got the Dream Whip.
Well, I really wanted to make the
Okay.
fruit salad. His mom used to make the best fruit salad. She really did have a knack on them fruit salad. She's the one that taught me about the angel food cake and that whole recipe.
Mm-hmm.
That his mom made some really great. Was that one that you were talking about you really loved? Was it an ambrosia salad or something?
I don't remember.
Well, if you ever figure out what was in it, look it up and stuff, I'll try to duplicate it. And his mom made the best brownies. I loved her brownies. They were more like a cake-like, and then they had this wonderful frosting, which I think she did the frosting herself.
Probably.
And it used to make her so happy, because she would say, and I knew she didn't have much money and stuff. And, she had a lot of people that had birthdays and stuff. I would tell her what I wanted for my birthday or for Christmas was brownies. And here she come with the brownies and stuff.
Brownies.
And I still talk about her brownies. Mm-hmm. She used to make a taco salad you said as a kid you liked.
Yeah.
Except for we probably would change and not put the French.
Yeah.
The French, that sweet dressing.
Yeah, French dressing.
Yeah.
Because it had, I know it had like taco meat and red kidney beans and cheese and lettuce and tomato and Doritos. Well, that was back in the olden days when they used to have the taco flavored Doritos, but I don't think.
Oh yeah, I don't think they make those anymore.
But they have
couldn't you put just the regular corn chips in it?
Or you could do like the nacho or the nacho cheese.
I wouldn't
Doritos.
do the nacho cheese Doritos because it's just too salty for me. But
That's
I would
true.
do maybe half and half.
Yeah.
Like the plain tortilla chips and half,
That would work.
Yeah. Or if you wanted yours all be that, we could just mix it in.
Yeah.
Each bowl full if you wanted to do that. Yeah. So, I'll make 7-layer dip for Christmas Eve. And then, because we always do. And then we're going to have chicken wings. And I'm not sure what else for Christmas dinner. But, yeah, it's a nice thing that you remember things that your family members used to make that meant a lot. And I know that meant a lot to your mom. That I really loved her brownies and stuff. So,
yes, it did.
Yeah. And she'd have like these nuts in, and like I think it was in the frosting, not in the brownie part itself, but she chopped them up real fine. So it was really nice. I miss his mom. His mom was more of a mother to me than my mother ever was, and she would never embarrass to be seen anywhere with me, no matter what size I was, which was such a different thing for me, and we didn't always see eye to eye on everything, and you're not always going to see eye to eye with everybody, but she was a very good person at heart. She tried very hard. And It's those kind of people that you do miss. But I know someday I'll see her again. Until then, I just have to torment Brad all by myself.
You've got that down to an art form.
I try.
Yeah.
I try. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go now. I probably bored you to death. I am feeling somewhat better. The depression is not quite as bad as it was. I'm trying to keep busier with craft stuff. That does help. And I'm going to have to go check and see what stage my resin pour is at. So, anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. Leave us a comment. We love those. I don't know if you're behind on answering comments or not.
I think I am.
So, Brad will have to get on that. And I'll have to get the descriptions in. I think after the holidays, after the first of the year, is when we're going to probably go with listing on Facebook. We're going to have a Facebook page with the items that we make for sale. I think that would be our best bet. And so we're going to go that route. And that'd probably be the only place we sell stuff at. But I don't see any point when it's less than 2 weeks from Christmas to do one right now. And I wouldn't want us to try to rush to get things in the mail. So, be looking for that. And remember, do something nice for somebody else, even if it's stopping to say hi. And then do something nice for yourself. One thing I've been doing nice for myself at night is I've noticed that as I'm getting older, I'm getting quite a few wrinkles and stuff around my eyes. And I know I always look really tired at night because I am. But I found this stuff that was called Heavy Cream. And it is a heavier cream. And it's got this wonderful vanilla scent to it. I think I got it in one of my Epsi bags. But it's very thick, and it little goes a long way. And that's why I've been putting it all around my eyes and then up here and stuff. And it just makes me feel nice. And, then Charlie will come over and sniff my face a whole bunch because it smells like vanilla. But, just that little active thing for yourself. It's just taking time to go, hey, you know what? I'm worth it. That feels nice around my eyes and stuff. So, I've been putting lotion on more and stuff. So, just those little things help. So, and, I hope you guys are having a great time and don't stress out about Christmas. It's going to come. If you don't have any money, do an IOU for, I'm going to take you out to lunch. Come January. I'm going to take you out to lunch whenever you want. Give me 2 weeks prior notice so I can save up some money. Or I'm going to offer to babysit or, do your laundry or cut your yard or do something like that. It'll mean a lot to them. We've all been that way when we're so broke that we can't even hardly pay attention. Right, Charlie? Charlie is so broke. Him is so confused. But, don't stress out. Just enjoy Christmas for the beauty of it. Watching those little kids get so excited.
That's always cool.
That's the thing that, and there's always something beautiful about Christmas. Some kind of little miraculous thing will happen when you least expect it to either you or somebody you know. So, and with all that being said, as always, everybody say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.